Well, Keenan, police say it started with a dispute between neighbors where a shot was fired. And then when deputies arrived to respond around 2 p.m. yesterday, shots were fired at deputies. As you mentioned, one deputy was struck near the armpit. Thankfully, he has been released from the hospital and is expected to recover. It's still unclear how this suspected gunman died. However, late last night, they did find him deceased in his home.
We have a barricaded gunman. We have someone who's in their home.
It was a tense 9 hours for the neighbors in the Prospect Point East subdivision of Superior Township as state, local, and federal police worked to try to get that gunman safely out of his home.
My wife was actually looking out the window and saw the police kick in the door earlier.
After reports of a shot fired during a neighbor dispute, police say the suspect fired at deputies with a rifle, striking one.
Went through his vest, penetrated his chest, and came out on the other side. He's in stable condition now, and he was able to get treatment at the hospital and is able to go home to start his recovery, which will be a significant recovery.
Kevin Pratt, who lives nearby and couldn't get into his home once the perimeter was set up, believes the arguments started over recent changes to the neighborhood association.
We just had a board meeting the other night, and we changed a few of the board members, and it was one of the board members that got shot at.
Price negotiators attempted to make contact with the subject. We could never get any kind of verbal response. We saw some physical movement.
With the help of a state police robot, officers were able to get a visual of that suspect.
Removing residents of this community that were in harm's way, and we did our systematic approach of trying to make contact. For us, it's a loss in the sense that the subject is deceased.
So obviously this is not the outcome that law enforcement were hoping for. However, they are relieved that their deputy is expected to make a full recovery. Still a lot of unanswered questions here, including the details of what led up to this and, of course, how that suspect died. His name has not yet been released. We're expecting much more information on this later this morning. Reporting live, Jen Shantz, 7 Action News.
All right. Thank you so much, Jen, for that update.